Everybody says summer is the worst time to find a cruise deal. I've said it myself, but not in 2026. Demand is down, prices are moving in a direction I rarely see during peak season, and most cruisers have no idea this is happening. Until now, I'm bringing you 11 incredible cruise deals for this summer that you can book right now. And stick around until the end, because I'm not only going to give you direct links for every one of these deals, but I'm going to show you how you can track these pricing anomalies for yourself. I'm Gary with Optimal Cruising, bringing you fresh cruise advice, money-saving hacks, and secret strategies the cruise lines don't advertise. Let's start off with one of the cheapest cruises you're going to find at $45 a night, a 4-night cruise on the Carnival Firenze. Now, 4-night cruises are never this cheap. This cruise does leave out of the Los Angeles area, and it's 4 nights down to the Mexican Riviera and back. You also get a stop in Catalina Island. Now, this cruise can be booked at the end of August from the 24th to the 28th, but there are a couple other options where the price is not much different in the month of August, and you can have your pick of dates. This is a can't miss cruise for this price. If you have the time, or especially if you live in the area, you got to check this one out. Next, we're going to take a look at a Mediterranean cruise on the Norwegian Epic. This cruise right now is being offered at half price. For $639 per person, you have a 7-night cruise in the Mediterranean. If you can do this one, you'll never see prices like this in the summer months. This one actually goes from June 7th through the 14th. A great time to be there. It's warm, nice weather. It is a bit crowded in the summer in Europe, but these are midwinter prices in the middle of summer. Now, if you've never been on a Mediterranean cruise before, this one hits a lot of key spots. It's actually better than some of the more boring common itineraries in the Mediterranean. So this one starts off in Rome. You hit the Amalfi Coast, a stop in Sicily. Then you're going to stop at a port where you can see Florence and Pisa. You're going to stop in France and see Nice, and another stop in Marseille. And then finally you end up in Barcelona, which is a great way to start and end a Mediterranean cruise because you start in Rome. So head over there a few days early and get to see the sights in Rome, and then stay a couple days in Barcelona because there's a lot to see there as well before you fly back home. And if you think that's a good deal, I've got another more exotic cruise on this list that's an even better deal. But first, let's look at another cruise leaving from Florida. So this next cruise is on the Carnival Freedom, and it is an incredible price for a transatlantic cruise, leaving at an unusual time. So this ship is scheduled to leave Port Canaveral on August 18th. Takes 14 nights, and it ends up in Europe. That's only $42 a night, which is an incredibly low deal. And this cruise is happening during the warm months. So you're not going to be suffering a lot of cold sea days like you are when you take these transatlantic cruises in April when they're typically offered. So this is a great way to get the best of both worlds. And then you get some great stops on this cruise. You're not only going to stop at Celebration Key on your way across the Atlantic, but once you get across, you're going to stop in Tangiers, Morocco. You're going to stop in Malaga, Spain. Another stop in Spain before you end up in Barcelona. And here we have a 7-night Caribbean cruise on the MSC Seascape out of Galveston, Texas. Now this goes to the Western Caribbean. You're going to hit Belize, Roatan, and some ports in Mexico. It's a great itinerary, but it's an even better price at $419 per person. You're getting a week cruise in the summer months. Now this cruise at this price is offered in the middle of August. There's actually 2 weeks to choose from here. You can leave on August 16th or August 23rd for that deal. However, there are some very similar prices throughout the summer, and stick around till the end because I'm going to show you exactly how to find whatever week you're looking for. And if it's maybe $20, $30, $40 more, it's still a great deal. I'm going to show you another deal on the Regal Princess out of Florida that you are not going to believe. But first, take a look at this incredible price cut on another Mediterranean cruise. For only $540 per person, you can take the MSC Divina around the Mediterranean for a 7-night cruise. Typically, in the summer months, these cruises are well over $1,200 per person. Now, the dates for this sailing are from June 12th through the 19th, but you hit some interesting ports in Turkey and Greece, which a lot of people have on their bucket list. Not to mention the cruise starts and ends in Rome, which gives you a great opportunity to explore Rome either at the beginning or the end of your trip. This is one of the best deals you're ever going to find on a Princess cruise. On the Regal Princess, $449 per person for a 7-night Caribbean cruise out of Fort Lauderdale. If you are a Princess fan, this is the deal to book. There are several weeks at the end of summer where they're offering this price right around $449 per person. And I have the links to this and all of these deals in my description. You can click on those links and get more information about these dates and what's available. I'm going to get you an incredible deal on an amazing Panama Canal cruise next. But first, let's look at another one of these crazy price drops on European cruises. So here you have the Costa Toscana, which is a new mega ship. It's actually probably the nicest ship in their fleet. And here you have a 6-night cruise for $348 per person in the middle of June. That never happens. And you're hitting some great destinations. Not only are you going to get to see Rome, but you're going to see Genoa, Marseille. You're going to stop in Barcelona, in Sardinia, and then in Napoli, where you can check out the Amalfi Coast. This is a great cruise, and it's easy to get transportation from Napoli back to Rome. So if you're booking a round-trip flight to Rome, this is an easy cruise for you because you can actually see the Amalfi Coast and some more sights from Napoli before taking a train back to Rome, right to the airport to get on your flight. I'm always monitoring cruise prices, and typically a Panama Canal cruise is going to run you at least about $1,200 per person. But here we have the Carnival Miracle actually doing a repositioning cruise from Seattle to Galveston, Texas. But they're going through the Panama Canal, of course, which is a bucket list item for a lot of people, and it's a great cruise to do. Now, this 16-night cruise leaves on September 26th and is only $834 a person. That's $52 a night to go through the Panama Canal, and you're going to hit a lot of unique stops in Central America along the way. I spent a lot of time searching cruises, and this one is one of the more unique itineraries you will find on a cruise in Europe, and the price is unbelievable. For $350 per person, you have a 6-night cruise that starts in Athens, Greece, stops in Turkey, in Corfu, Greece, stops in Italy, and ends up in Venice. Now, this ship is on the MSC Fantasia at the end of June. It leaves June 20th. I never see prices like this anywhere in the Mediterranean or Europe between June and August. It just doesn't happen. If you're looking for that once-in-a-lifetime or unique cruise, book one of these. All of these links are in my description, and they're direct links to these specific cruises so you can see exactly all the details you need. Speaking of exotic cruises, wait until you hear this next deal. But first, we have an up-to-date email list of the best cruise deals available. If you'd like to sign up, just comment deals or click on the deals link in our description. If you've ever thought of going to Australia, this is the way to do it. Carnival has a 10-night cruise for $660 per person. This is on the Carnival Adventure, which will start and end in Sydney and hit Vanuatu and New Caledonia. This cruise leaves on September 8th. Now, this next deal is a 1-2 punch from a cruise line that almost never offers deals this good. But first, if you would take a minute and subscribe to our channel, hit that like button. It helps us grow and will continue to bring you cruising updates. Going back to our theme of incredible price cuts in the European market this summer, Holland America is doing something I've never seen before. On the Amsterdam, they're offering 2 cruises at the end of June, both different itineraries, both priced at $599 per person. These cruises typically are easily more than double that cost. The first option is a typical 7-night Mediterranean cruise leaving from Rome and hitting all the big ports in the Mediterranean. Now, this particular itinerary departs on June 14th. But then you have a second option at the same price on the exact same ship, and this one departs from Barcelona. The difference with this cruise is you're going to hit Malta, Turkey, and several stops in Greece, but the price is just unbelievable. This cruise runs from June 21st through June 28th, and I have the specific links in the description of this video, as well as the links to all of the deals covered in this video. As you can see, I'm noticing a lot of deal anomalies in the cruising industry this summer. These are kinds of price cuts that are not typically seen in peak season. If you're interested in monitoring these changes, because I do expect more changes as the summer gets nearer and rolls along, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that and how I do it. There is a link in my description for Cruise Direct, which is the cruise travel agent that I book with. And once you click on that link, you're going to be pulled up into this site here. So the first thing you want to do is click on the home button, and here you're just going to search everything. We're going to start by that, and we're going to change the price to price per night. That's going to show you a lot of the anomalies and bring them right to the front of the list. Now, you can then go and make modifications if you want to on the left-hand side of the web page and select different cruise lines if you want. You can change your duration if you want specific dates to look at, and you can also change your destination if you want to look at specific cruises in the Caribbean or the Mediterranean or wherever you're interested in going. So now that you're all ready to go on a cruise this summer, a lot of people wonder if some of the extras like the drink package are really worth it. I'll tell you all about that right here.